Well, thanks so much for being here today, Todd.
My pleasure, Paige.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your role in Rapid7?
Sure. My name is Todd Beardsley. I am the research director at Rapid7.
Okay.
And Rapid7 is a cybersecurity company, as you might expect.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right? It's very odd. We are pretty dedicated to securing, advancing security for all, really.
Okay.
And I know that sounds like a big empty platitude, but what it means is that Rapid7, for me at least, is real supportive of like internet-wide research that we give away for free. Like we don't gate any of our research anymore. So we just kind of hand it out to anybody who wants it.
Okay.
And we do a couple things. We do a lot of internet scanning. So planet-wide scanning at scale. We scan the internet completely about 40 times every week-ish or so. It's a lot. We also run a honeypot network that is about 250 or so honeypots spread around, many different, all of the regions and all the cloud providers. And so between those two things, we're able to scan the internet and see what's going on out there. And we're also able to catch attacker traffic as it is raging across the internet.
Okay. And I heard that there is a new piece of research about to come out.
Yep.
Can you give us some insights, key findings that are going to come out on that?
Sure. So what we've done is took a look at, we have a series.
Okay.
And so it's called the Industry Cyber Exposure Report. And we look at economies of major regions. So we looked at the Fortune 500,
Okay.
we looked at the ASX 200, which is Australia and New Zealand. And this week we'll be releasing the ICER report for the FTSE 250.
Okay,
So
what does that mean in layman's terms?
I will tell you. So what we do is that we took a look at the FTSE 250 stock index. We look at all the companies in there, and these are pretty much the best and brightest of IT in the world. And we're able to see well, how are you doing? We want to see what kind of exposure.
Security-wise, yeah.
Right. And we want to see what they're exposing to the internet. We want to see. All right. And we want to see things like how are they doing on anti-phishing.
Okay.
So we took a look at DMARC implementations, and unfortunately we found that the FTSE 250 not doing so great there.
Oh, okay.
About 70% of these companies have no DMARC at all.
70%.
I know, it's huge, which is weird to me.
It's shocking, isn't it?
It was surprising, especially in the UK, because NCSC, which is part of the government, it's the National Cybersecurity Center, they've written some really good documentation. They've been really cheerleading DMARC over the last couple of years. If you do nothing else, do DMARC.
And then?
And we're still waiting.
Yeah.
One bright side is that we don't see a lot, we scan a lot for insecure services on the internet. And we don't see hardly any Windows SMB being available on the internet.
Okay.
Among the FTSE 250. Now, we still see tons of it out on the rest of the internet, but with that group, they have learned
that positive, right?
it is a positive thing. They've learned their lesson from WannaCry, basically, and they don't.
That was really impacted the industry, right?
UK really took it on the chin there, especially UK, corporate UK. And so over the last couple of years, we're down to single digits, literally seven SMB servers. Yeah, and so let's go to zero.
Yeah.
Almost there.
And then from that, are you seeing any trends or specific trends that are maybe paralleled here at Infosec?
So we see that what we try to do at Rapid7 is we really want to make it easy, right?
Yeah.
That's what most people here want to do, honestly. But the way we do that is that we really want to boil down what can your limited human resources do to make sure that you have decent vulnerability management, decent asset management, decent incident response, and all that very simplified.
There's so many moving parts, right?
There are, and there's we took a look, and it's the average company that would be in the FTSE 250 has a bunch of money. They might have upwards of 75 different security solutions running all at the same time.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of red alerts. And we need to do better at kind of tamping that down. And that's one of the things that we help out with.
Okay. And how have you found Infosec thus far?
Oh, it's super fun.
Yeah.
As you might tell, I'm not from London, and I love coming out here. It's it's great. Like I get to see people that I work with over the internet a lot.
Yeah, of course.
I also still have commit access to the Metasploit project, and so we have a fair number of UK contributors that I'm able to like meet when I'm out here. There's another event that runs parallel to Infosec, besides London, which is also super fun, more hackery than this. So that's more my people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have one more question for you.
Uh-huh.
Are you seeing that the implications of, say, GDPR and the California Act that is coming out soon are having replicating effects in the industry? Are you guys seeing that from Rapid7 in your research?
We see a lot of worry about it.
Okay, yeah, because there's always, GDPR was like this huge crisis, and then it happened and everyone just, it was just there, right?
There was this tidal wave of worry, but we're still like of fairly deep concern.
Yeah.
That is like kind of simmered down to more of a general worry.
Okay.
I do see like projects, like open source projects, especially saying like, well, we can't do this, so like I don't know how we're gonna play GitHub anymore. Like and that's a problem. Like GDPR is like good intentions and all that.
Of course,
But when it comes down to it, when you're doing like shared code development, like there's some attribution that has to go on there.
Of course there is, right?
It's very difficult to like simultaneously, assert someone is, who they say they are in a provable way when it comes to like committing code, and being able to, manage that, personal information of like first name, last name. So that's the trick we're starting to run into now, especially with open source.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for being here today.
Sure.